with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Sagittarius Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those resonate more. I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, we've got the full moon is going to be in Sagittarius. It's a full moon and an eclipse, so it's going to be some pretty intense energy, but it's really going to help clear away anything that's been blocking, like your vision for the future. It's going to clear away anything that's been blocking you from growing, from expanding. So it's a really good energy. It's going to feel pretty intense for you guys, I'm sure. Just be mindful of the, of what's triggering you over the next week. Be mindful of things that just don't feel good, that feel uncomfortable, because those are your messages of things that either need to be released or need to be readjusted somehow. All right, what do you have going on this week? Oh, the key to your heart. You feel like you're very open to receiving. You feel like you're an open book when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to the feelings that you express, but I think you're much more closed off than you realize. I kind of feel like this might even be for some of you like a message that you still hold love for somebody that maybe you thought that you've let go of. Like almost like I know it sounds silly, but like when you were kids, like you had this friend, you grew up with this friend, and you always loved this person, and like you and this person made a deal that we're always going to be soulmates. You're always going to own my heart, and like I know that sounds so silly, but it's almost like something like that where you never let go of it. Like you signed some kind of contract with this person that you. Oh, it's like a soul contract. Like you were destined to be with a specific person, and you feel like you've been really unlucky in love, but it's because you're meant to be with this one specific person. But it's also like the connection is going to be like blocked off, or until you're both in that space. Oh, I mean like twin flame connection, obviously. All right, let's see what else comes up. We're going to do this deck. I haven't done this deck in a while. It's like it reminds me of somebody who just, has had that one particular person in their life that they have always held so much love for, and they continue to try to pursue other people and pursue other relationships, but nobody like ever lights a fire to, or what, I'm saying that totally wrong. Like nobody can ever compare to that person. Aw. All right. Sorry. Let me see. What is your energy coming into the week? You have the Eight of Swords, so you're definitely feeling pretty stuck. Give me one more. You're feeling like, oh yeah, and the Five of Swords. Like you're feeling, you're just feeling like what you're wanting to pursue is not coming together. You feel like no matter what you try, you get blocked, and that's because those things are not meant for you. It's like you keep pursuing certain things and it's not working out, and you're feeling like it's you, like you're doing something wrong, but the reality of it is those things are not meant for you. Or maybe it's just the timing. Let's keep going. Yeah, Three of Cups, King of Pentacles. You have this really strong soul connection. I really do feel like it might be somebody that you're friends with. It might be somebody that that you've connected with, and the relationship just never moved towards, commitment. But I feel like you really hold space for this person. It's possible that when you two have connected, or when you two did connect, one person was in a commitment or one person wasn't in a position to take that leap of faith. It could be that you and this person work together. This is very much a spiritual energy, a twin flame connection. When you first connect to, I just said that there's no rules to twin flames, so this is not going to apply to everybody. But when you initially connect in that twin flame connection, it sparks that Kundalini awakening. It sparks that spiritual kind of awakening. It brings up a lot of things that need to be healed. So it could be that you and this person have connected in the past, or you're still connected to this person, but it does seem to be at a very, it's like at a friendship level with this person. It's not really, it's not really a serious relationship. It could be that you work with this person, but the connection, like the energy is very strong. It brought up a lot that needed to be healed. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And I think that there is an element of divine timing at play, and you're wanting, from your perspective, if you see something that you want, you should be able to have it right then. And if you don't get it right then it's obviously not something that's meant for you. And that's the opposite of what I just said right there, isn't it? If you're consistently being blocked, There's a difference between taking action out of fear, out of survival mode, and taking inspired action. And I think that you and this person haven't been in a position to pursue this connection up until recently. Although I do feel that there's still some kind of interference in this connection coming together right now. There's a cycle that is needing to be shifted, a karmic cycle that needs to be addressed. We're stepping into a Saturn retrograde, and so that's all about karma. It's all about clearing karma. And it's in Aquarius, which is all about our connections to other people. And it's asking you to look at how you interact with other people, how you show your truth, your authenticity to other people. And I think that maybe in the past you've dealt with like a fear of not being seen or not being understood, a fear of taking action and being rejected. And so it's like you take action towards anything in your life out of a survival type of instinct. And so when you're triggered, when you feel like somebody might go against you or somebody might hurt you, your first instinct is going to be to run away or put those walls up. In the same regard, you feel like if somebody is not pursuing you actively, then they must not have feelings for you, so you put up those walls. And so that is the energy that is shifting for you right now. That's the karmic cycle that you're shifting yourself. And once you can clear that away, you'll be able to see this connection for what it really is. If that makes sense. You have the Star, which is healing, and you have the World card. So you are clearing this cycle out. This is what's in front of you: wish fulfillment, success, expansion. So you are pulling yourself out of this restrictive type of energy. What are your hopes in this? You're definitely looking for your other half. You're looking for that person who completes you. You're looking for that traditional, to some extent, that traditional type of relationship where there's that good balance of give and take. Oh, I like that. But you completely fear being hurt, being betrayed. Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands. It's almost like you fear having a strong attraction to somebody because you are feeling very passionately about somebody because you fear that that's going to get you hurt. You fear having that strong desire. Oh, I love this. All right, so you do have Eight of Cups as your overall energy. This is leaving behind emotional baggage. This is leaving behind painful emotions. This is healing from things from the past. You have the Sun underneath that. You have the Justice card underneath that. So that's, you're leaving behind what has been keeping you stuck. You're leaving behind this interference. You're stepping towards something better, and you're stepping into that joyful energy. It's all about moving forward. It's all about that finding that balance within your emotions, within your thought process, within your grounded type of energy. I think you really struggle with really trusting your feelings. And this is the biggest thing to understand. If you feel an emotional connection to somebody or to something, if it sparks emotion in you, if it sparks passion, if it sparks desire, that emotion, that feeling is there for a purpose. It's not there to tease you. It's not, you don't have desire for people and love for people because there's nothing there. It's put there for a purpose. A lot of people feel like, the universe punishes you. You feel like you get all these signs that this is your person, and then you end up looking stupid. It's really important to really trust in your feelings. If you're feeling emotional about something, it's because there is something there. There is something to it. There is something to pursue in that. I do feel I do feel that this is somebody that you're connected to already. And for some of you, I do feel that this person has been involved in another connection. And that might have been when you two connected, they were involved in another relationship. I don't feel that that's the case right now. I feel like that is something that either this person has already stepped away from, or they're leaving that behind. You're very different from the type of people that this person has dealt with in the past. And initially, I think it threw this person off, but this person is starting to see that there's a lot of potential in this connection. Again, it's important for you to look at where you take action and why you take action. What are you fighting for? What are you pursuing? Are you fighting to protect yourself, or are you following your passion? And I think that that's the most important thing for you to shift right now. Instead of taking action out of survival mode or taking action to protect yourself, take a moment to find out what it is that inspires you, what excites you, what makes you happy. I do feel that this connection right now, there is some kind of interference in it. There is some kind of blockage. And so I don't feel that there's really anything coming together in this connection. You might even feel blocked from connecting with this person right now. But it's because both of you are in this space of clearing out this karmic cycle. Both of you are in this space of leaving behind emotional baggage. All right, let's get you some final oracle card messages. Oh yeah, I love this. Oh, I love it. All right, so the collective of Pixies is your overall energy. This is a message that you have stepped into a soul connection. This is a connection that is present in your life for a reason. This is also a message that you're moving towards connections to people that are more soul-based, that are more expansive. So you have, I think I don't know how to pronounce it. the moon's daughter and the singer of transformation. So this is about finding solutions in the dark. You're going through this massive shift. You're going through this massive change within your life. You're manifesting this beautiful type of connection, this soulmate connection, this being on the same page, being in that very expansive spiritual type of energy, feeling love, feeling supported. Like you're manifesting that love that you want. But it's important to keep in mind that you're going through this shift, you're going through this change. And so you feel very stuck right now. You feel like you have no options. This card represents the solutions being in the dark places. And what that means is if you can look at what your fears are, if you can look at, any negative that you feel that you have in yourself, if you look at all those deep, dark things that you try not to address, that's where you find the answers. The answers are in what your fears are. The answers are in where what you're trying to block out of your life. That's where your answers are. I know that sounds silly, but by being able to see what your biggest fear is, that's the most powerful thing you can do. If you sit down and say, what is my biggest fear in life? And if your biggest fear is to, say, for example, end up alone, ask yourself why you feel that. And then in some extent, if you can face your biggest fear and say, okay, so if this happened, what's the worst case scenario? And let yourself feel that, as bad as it may feel. If your biggest fear is losing this person, ask yourself why you fear losing this person, what that would make you feel. And if you can feel that energy and face that fear, it's no longer a blockage anymore. You know what I mean? And you have 1111 too. Everybody's getting 1111 in their readings. 1111 is that spiritual number. It's telling you that you're in an energy of manifesting and to keep your thoughts focused on what is it that you want to manifest. You're in an energy of manifesting something bigger for yourself. All right. I love you guys. Have a good week. Bye-bye.